everybody. This is your stay-at-home grandma, and I am cooking Sunday and Monday dinner. Okay, I was going to try to do it for the week, but I don't have anywhere to put it in this particular place. Though the house is big, it does not house, it doesn't have enough, it has enough space, but it doesn't have enough space. Does that make any sense? It has cabinets and everything like that, but they're not as big as you think. The refrigerator is not as big as you think. And, whatever. So, I'm cooking cabbage for tonight, actually, and then I'm going to cook Sunday. Well, actually, tonight and Monday. I'm going to cook a half a cabbage, too, because it's only him and I. So I'm going to do all that. Hey, Jonas, how are you? How you feeling? Show you the cabbage in 1 minute. So I'm using half the cabbage. I'm going to put this other half in the refrigerator. I had to get a colander out. Really? It seems like you're always working. I'm going over to the sink. How's Renee? Joan said, did she get her money back for last weekend? Because I was really worried about that. That really was unfair. I don't know how anybody could just, Hey, Tiffany, how are you? How's Michael? So I'm cutting this up. I'm not gonna put this. I don't know if the garbage is over. So I'm doing cabbage with bacon and sausage. And I forgot to take the sausage out of the freezer. Intelligent one over here. Oh my goodness, that's too bad. She was telling me about it. She was all excited to go and everything like that. Yeah, it will be probably for a while. I could get another knife. I'll tell him I'm praying for him every day, and they get well and return back to work. I'm putting them in the, I'll show it to you once I take it to the stove. So like I said, as big as the house is, it does not have the capacity for, well, like I said, we had this shed out, we have 2 sheds. We have one on the deck, and now it's going to be a bigger shed because now part of it was housing the furnace, so there's no more furnace. So we bought everything inside. So now I'm going to have a bigger shed on the deck, and then we have one big shed that he built years ago that's out in the backyard. And of course we had freezers. Any news on debts? Is that for me or is that for genocide? And as much as I like this house, I miss my house now. Oh, okay. I know who it is now. Yeah. You haven't heard anything from him? He's in Australia, right? That's a daggone shame. That's a shame. Now I know who he is now, Tiffany. I just had to go through my head. And when he said if he has any news, and I realized who he was. I think he's the one that sent me a card when Joseph died. By the way, Joseph's father's here, not here. He's at my daughter's house, I think. I don't know whether he got here yet or whatever. I don't know whether he's coming over or whatever, but I'm going to be civil, I promise. He was not Joe's biggest fan. Hey, House of Entertainment, how are you? Did you get my note? I'm going to get the book. And I'll get it. I just have been really, really busy, but, just trying to straighten things out. But I'm going to have to send it to you so you can sign it, and then you can send it back to me. How's that? I can't think of any other way to do it, unless y'all want to come down and visit me, because you're not that far, okay? And you can have dinner over my house, okay? And we can talk and laugh and all that kind of stuff. So think about it. I would enjoy having you, any of you that are around here. What's a Perth? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is. And when I don't know something, I don't pretend I know. I ask questions. Well, that was cute. So, has anybody heard about the brick? Okay. All right. All right. I'll do that. I'll get your address off your page, and then I'll just send you the money, and then you can sign it and whatever, because that is too much. Hey, busy mama, how are you? Making a cabbage right now. So has anybody, like I said, heard about the BRICS? Apparently, in Russia and China and Africa, and now Saudi Arabia have joined in forming a sort of a brick dollar bill, in other words, their own dollar bill. And everybody is, well, not everybody, because everybody knows, but people are getting worried about it because they're saying, that it's going to make, we're already in inflation. So I was saying yesterday when I was on that we need to start buying things as much as we can and stuff like that. Because I think things are going to get higher. In fact, I kind of know. And then the other thing is now, and I just heard from one of my friends. She was over here visiting me today. She said that, and her son is a doctor, and she said that the hospital has one floor that they've used because there is a pandemic, which is it's still the viral, but it's some other name now. It is not COVID anymore. It's COVID something something. I don't know. I can't keep up because people tell me things and I'm like, oh God. So they're saying now might be plagued with that again. So I don't know. So this is, let me see if I can turn this on so you can see it. No, it's here. This is the cabbage. And I'm going to I'm going to turn around for a minute, so if I don't say anything for a minute, I just want you to see what I'm doing. Okay, doesn't take much to make this. Okay, you're going to put some chicken stock in, I think. Where is it? Oh, I knew I had chicken stock in the refrigerator. Okay, so I'm going to put some chicken stock in, about a half a cup. Okay, and I'm going to put some chopped garlic in. So it ought to be very interesting. My ex-husband is actually friends with my husband, present husband, so they get along a bit. It's right now, the reason why I say I'm going to be nice to him is because I found that he had done some things to my son before he died. He was always like that with my son, but he's just, okay, so I'm going to put scallions in, because I have a bunch of them. So these are the scallions, and I'm going to turn you around so we can talk. So these are the scallions. I'm going to clean them. Don't clean them. So anyway, like I said, it's not water under the bridge, but it's water under the bridge because I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to be civil because Joey would want it that way, I'm sure. So I'm cutting up the scallion. So what's everybody doing for tomorrow? What are you cooking? What are you all cooking? I know House of Entertainment got something going on. Busy mama, you going out or you staying in and doing dinner? What you having? Don't decide what are you cooking? So I'm putting in the scallions. I'll show it to you when I finish. The reason why I use the scallions, oh, okay, you had a party? All right now. You didn't invite me. Okay, so that's in. All right, now, chicken burrito. Oh man, that sounds good. I'm gonna mix some kind of a chicken, like taco type situation. So, this is, but I did some bacon in the pan, but then I realized I have that freeze-dried bacon that my daughter gave me. It's supposed to be pretty good, so I'm gonna break this up, put this in there, and then I'm gonna go get the freeze-dried. I'll let you see it in 1 minute. So I'm thinking, should I make a cheesecake tonight? What do you all think? This is the fully cooked smoke flavored bacon. It's Appleton Farms, and you refrigerate after you open it. So I'm going to use this. She's used it, so I know that I can trust her. So I like chicken burritos. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator after. It's kind of looking kind of different, but I guess we'll use it. This is how it looks. I've never used it before, but this is how it looks. Smells good. I'm breaking the bacon out. Then I got to put the sausages in. And then season it. And I'll turn it around. Well, I guess I'll turn you around this way facing it as I season it. Okay, so that's enough, but there's still some more bacon, so I'll do that after, but I have to wash my hands. Oh my God, that's a shame. So they closed down? Okay, so we got that. Now we gotta do the sausages, which are frozen, but that's okay because, and they are the chorizo jalapeno sausages. Yeah. But did it close down like years ago, or when they, after they had the pandemic, or when did they actually close down? I'm gonna cut them in half. But what I was listening to was they closed down the Christmas tree store. Now I don't know whether you had one in Florida or in where you live at, Jonah side. I don't even know if we had one in California, Tiffany. Do you? Because they're all closed. The Bed Bath and Beyond, they're all closed. Well, they're easy. These are easy to cut. Did you have a bed in a Bed Bath and Beyond or a Christmas tree store there? Yeah. I was unhappy when they closed the Christmas tree store. The Bed Bath and Beyond, I never really liked them, but there's a lot of stores closing down. I'm almost done. Just gotta add the seasoning. My knife skills are not that good, and they're really not real good, but they're okay. Okay, so that's done. So now I'm gonna turn it around as soon as I wash my hands. Oh, this tomato. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it around. I don't have knife skills. I never had knife skills. It was not because of the stroke or anything like that. In fact, at one particular point, I couldn't even use my right hand. At least I can use it now. But it's not because of the stroke. It's just because I never had knife skills. So I'm going to turn it around. and I'm going to season it. So I'm going to be showing you the seasoning. So if I'm not talking to you, it's because, you know, I'm busy at work here. The reason why I'm not going to put any hot peppers in is because, so this is the garlic seasoning, pepper. While I'm over here, I'm going to turn the flame on. Okay. This is the onion powder. I hope you can see that. I think I'm going to put a little bit more broth in there. A little bit of garlic salt. And this is the garlic and herb seasoning. I got this from the dollar store. This has no salt in it. I used about, okay, this one full. Okay. Now we're going to have a little pepper. If I can find it. Yeah, it's here. I don't add much salt because most of the stuff is salty in and of itself, so I'm going to add a little bit more chicken broth. I think I'll add this. I'll add the whole thing. Okay. So now this, going on stove. See the stove's lit already? I'm going to put it on for a little while, then I'll stir it in about 20 minutes or so. Let me get a top for it. Notice that it is it's not a part that matches. Hey, Yarn Fix, how are you? Hey, Bernie's Way, how are you? So I'm gonna turn you back around. Now, I'm making beans, like a bean soup. So I have to get some more chicken broth. I used all of the chicken broth for that. And that's pretty much what I use. It's a chicken broth. I'm doing good. Say hi to everybody, Bernie and Yarn Fix, please, if you already haven't. So the beans. They've been soaking for a couple of hours. And here they are here. I think. Maybe I can show them to you. I'll turn it around again. Here's the beans here. They've been soaking. I'm going to rinse them off. And I'm going to put these in a crock pot. I'm not crazy. Okay, so these are going in the crock pot right here, and they'll cook overnight. And I soak them because, you know, I clean them and soak them and everything like that, because even though they're in the jar and stuff like, I mean, well, they're in the jar, but they came from the package and stuff like that. You never know what's in them. I'm going to be right back. I'm going over to the cabinet and get the garlic salt. I mean, not the garlic salt, the chicken broth. And I put the chicken broth in the beans and things like that and other things because it's better than the water to me. And this is progressive chicken broth. It's low sodium. Okay. Now I'm going to put, now what I did, oh my God, hey Tosh, how are you? Where have you been, girl? I haven't seen you like forever. How are you? We gotta catch up some kind of way. That's so much to tell you. Now I have some collard greens left over. And I'm not gonna use the ham in here. Oh yeah, I guess I can. I saw this on they put the beans and the collard greens together, and they were really actually, they looked like they were good, so I'm going to try it because I'm going to make cornbread tomorrow. So what's up, Tosh? How are you? You know your girls are all grown. Two of them. Amira is 20. Hadia is 17. She'll be graduating from high school next year. Angel, my great-granddaughter, the oldest one, is 14. She's going into high school next week. And hey Carmen, how you doing? And Ari, who was the baby, you know, the one running around, she's 10 years old. She's going into 5th grade. She's getting old. Not me. Okay, so I'm going to add some seasoning to it, okay? What's November 14th, 17th, and the 20th? Yeah, the baby is 10. You're feeling, oh, how you think I feel? Okay, so we're going to season this again. This time we're going to use the red peppers. I'm going to turn it around again. You're feeling, oh, how you think I feel? I'm 75. It's my 75th birthday in March. You know I had a fire in my house, right? I know, huh? So this is the onion powder again. Now this is, my friend bought this for me. I could ask her where she got it from. It's a soul seasoning. Yeah, so I'm not in my house. I'm in a temporary house. They're fixing it. And I think, I don't think that I told you that I lost my son. It's almost, and a year and a half ago. It's almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in February. So it's been a rough couple of years. Yeah, of course I'm your mom's age. Now this is a soul seasoning, and when I find out where I got it from, I'll actually put it on Yeah, I'm fine. He was sick for a long time. His friends, a couple of his friends are on here. So his friends have been supporting me and, taking care of me. And he has some good friends. So this is the garlic herb seasoning. This is the garlic pepper. You know we like garlic. Yep, you're right, Jonas. And my minister was here today. She lost her daughter the beginning of the year. Her daughter fell asleep and did not wake up. Yeah, I think everybody misses him. He was a delight. He was a crazy character, but he was nice. Okay, and then this is some garlic, just a little bit of garlic salt because I have the soul seasoning in there. Now, the real thing, the fun thing, red pepper flakes. Now, I didn't put the red pepper flakes in the other one because the sausages are jalapeno in it. Oh my, oh really? And I'm gonna put some garlic in it, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I do. I like garlic in everything except cake. And one of my friends actually, she wasn't just my student, she was my friend. And she brought me a recipe years ago for cake with garlic in it. I don't know what I did with it. Yeah. Garlic is good for you. I'll put this back in the refrigerator. This goes in the trash. Okay, so for a minute, I'm going to sit down and talk to you all. Then we're going to decide together, as a group, what I should make for dessert. Now, I'm not that much of a dessert maker, but I'm trying to be, because I actually like dessert. I'm thinking a no-bake cheesecake. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think? Give me some ideas. I had to get some new pans, and I reviewed them, but I got a good price for them because I can't find a single thing since I've been moved into this place. You want me to make the no base? Well, I'll do that tomorrow though. I'll come on tomorrow and do that. Yeah. My mother cooked with garlic, and well, she was Portuguese, so they cooked everything with garlic. And it was nice because when I used to come in the house and stuff like that, I would smell like different things, like soups and things like that. She'd say to me, LaRonda, hi, how are you? How have you been? What have you been up to? I haven't seen you. I'm glad you're okay. I am so glad you're okay. I haven't seen you and I've been worried about you. So I'm thinking, now I got to figure out what to make for him to eat. I got to make some. I have 2 sausages left, so I think I'll make sausages and pepper. I can make sausage and pepper and cook them up and then make some rolls. And then we can have a sausage and pepper sandwich. That ought to be good. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, okay. Yeah, I know how that goes. You want sausage and peppers? I'm sorry, Tosh. Every time you come on here, I make you hungry. I am so sorry. Please forgive me, Tosh. Pull some sausage out of the refrigerator and put some peppers on. Are you just doing shorts now, Tosh, or are you? Because I don't. I'm just getting back into the swing of things again, because it was just crazy. Just shorts now? Okay. All right. We somehow, yeah, your father should be your bestie. And I'm very proud to know that, you care about him enough to drive him around, because some kids won't even do that. They forget about, and I mean, some people I understand because their parents were very toxic, but if your parent was good to you and stuff like that, even if they were toxic, to drive them around and turn your deaf ear to them, because they did give you life. You know what I mean? I am really, really sure that you do what you have to do. Wanda, we've been together for quite a few years on YouTube. Yeah. Yep, I'm 75, so yeah, he's a legend. I'm getting to that legend age, but I'm not quite there yet. You become a legend when you can still, you're that age. You're over like 70 or something like that. What is it? I think it starts at 78 when you become a legend. I think that that's wonderful, though. I really, really do. Because more kids need to be able to do that for their parents. But we have I don't know. And I think everybody agrees with me that I don't know what we are going to do when we're gone, because some of these young kids, yeah, you're a legend. You know what I mean? It's just a different kind of a legend. But I don't know what we're going to do with these young kids at all. Anybody like under 19 or 20 years old, maybe 20, they simply just fascinate me with their theory of nothing. I am so glad, so glad. I've been retired for 12 years now, either 12 or 13 years. I'm so glad I'm not in the school system anymore. I'm glad I'm not a school counselor, because when they had the pandemic, they actually asked me would I counsel the kids. They had the audacity to call and ask me what I think of consider counseling the kids. Oh, really? Oh, okay, that's nice. That is really nice, Rhonda. It's something that you can cherish. Well, I'm going to take you on. Oh, okay. All right. Once upon a time, long, long ago in the land of Oz, no, really, seriously, I used to sing, like in the neighborhood bands and stuff like that. And actually I started singing in the choir, and I never wanted to be an entertainer because that involves a lot of work that I'm not going to do. I'm not going to rehearsal at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to live on coffee. You know what I'm saying? No, you're not. You're unfixed. You are not tone deaf. Okay? I'm not going to live on coffee and donuts. I'm not going to, rehearse all day, sleep for an hour, then sing all night, and, everything like that. No. All right. So I picked my fights. Have fun doing it. You should. You don't join the side. Some people do love that life. Actually, Donna Summers, okay, and everybody pretty much knows who she is. Um, Her and I went to school together. She went to not girls high school, Jeremiah Burke, and then she came to Brighton High School, and we went to school together. And she was a very nice girl. We weren't friends. We didn't hang out. Well, the car, you should sing in the car. You should be happy just to be alive and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you knew Donna Summers? Well, we went to school together. And like I said, she was very friendly. And we had lunch together, things like that, and we talked and stuff like that. And then one day she just disappeared. And then one of the girls told me, oh, she did hair. That was her first thing. Oh my. But she went to do hair. So I kind of knew her and everything like that. Actually, later on, down the road, I went out with her brother for a little while. Very nice guy. Some people are just meant to be friends. Yep. Yep, that's her. Yep. But she was just really a regular girl. Then, I don't know about when she became famous or anything like that. I went out with her brother for a little while. He was a very nice guy, you know? Oh, okay. All right. It's a small world. It gets smaller and smaller as you get older. You do realize that, right? So, Bernie and everybody, so what's up? What is everybody doing tomorrow? What are we cooking tomorrow? Are we going? Yeah, she was. She was a very nice lady. Very, very nice. Like I said, we were not friends. I don't know why we weren't friends because we were pretty much in the same circle. But she didn't party much. I did. I did. I'm telling you, Tosh. Yeah, I dated Donna Summer's brother. Okay, I did party. I used to like to dance and I loved music. It was nothing about drinking or anything like that. I didn't drink until, well, I was 17 when I first got drunk the first time. That was by accident. I'll tell you about that's a story for another time. And I think I got drunk again the first Mother's Day without my mom. And I really wasn't much of a drinker. Okay, that's nice. I was a Girl Scout. I loved it. See, I partied, but I wasn't the type to actually pay for it or anything like that. I'll tell you what, I didn't smoke pot until I was 30, and it was in my house, not at anybody's party or anything like that. I think I had my mother in my back pocket all the time, because my mother would appear at before I became grown. When I was a teenager and I was out and stuff like that, she would appear, unbeknown to me where she came from. And like I said, those are stories for another time, but I will tell them. Really? You taking vitamins and stuff? Okay. So now we're going to cut up the peppers, okay? And then we're going to fry yeah, we're going to do that. had to wash out my pan. Okay. I'm cooking on Saturdays for Sunday now. I may do a little bit of cooking and stuff like that, but it's just better for us because then I can rest and I can do what I gotta do. And you know what's wild? I just washed the dishes and there's still a whole bunch of dishes in there again. Getting out some peppers. Gotta wash these. But I never, ever, ever wanted to be an entertainer. I took dancing and singing and all that kind of stuff. I played the piano. I couldn't stand playing the piano. Now I wish I had paid more attention, but hey, I don't have a piano in the house anymore anyway. I had one years ago when we first moved into the house here. And then I sold it. So these are the peppers I'm going to cut up. I have a whole bunch of peppers growing in my yard. What's nice about some of the things that I like about this house, it is big. It's too big for us. But I do like that it does have a garbage disposal. So when we go back to the other house, I am going to get a garbage disposal. I told my husband that. You know what? I wish I had, but I have so much going on, I think, too. And so my mother said, okay, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Well, my mother kept me busy. She really did keep me busy. And see, it involved a lot of practicing, which I did my dancing and stuff, you know, whatever, practice my dancing at home. But on Sundays, I used to like to cook with my mom. Yeah, see, that was the thing too. Back then, years ago, in the 1800s, no, I'm kidding. Back then, they did not like it when you played by ear. So, you know, because you could pick up a lot of things and you could make your own tunes and stuff like that. And they didn't like it. They didn't, you know, they said it wasn't right. You had to, you know, and everything like that. Now, most of the entertainers play by ear. I mean, I guess they take lessons after that. I'm taking out the seeds. But most of them play by ear. Now I have to ask you all a question. All right, because like I said, I heard about this bricks thing, and I want to know because I'm going to try to come on. I might try to do one a week and just put it on, and then I might do like 2 or 3 times a week. Well, you make your own detergent and your own disinfectant and everything. Got everything listed. Getting ready to write a cookbook with little tidbits about things that you can do. You can make your own yeast, all that. So I'm wondering if some of you want to make some suggestions as to what you would like to see me do. I'm cutting them lengthwise, by the way. Because between that, the BRICS things is with Russia and China and Africa, and now Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and I think Ethiopia have gone on and started their own money. So I don't know how that involves us, but they say that we may be going into an inflation. We're already in an inflation. And I just think that we as people need to go back to our roots. And if we didn't have any roots, we need to make some roots. Yeah, you want me to make tuna casserole? And snazz it up a little bit? That used to be the thing back in the day when I was little. Yep. When I was young, my mama used to make her tuna casserole because she was Catholic. So we'd have some kind of tuna burgers, salmon burgers, tuna casserole, and she'd make it. She had 2 or 3 different ways. And I think I'm going to actually okay, I'm going to parboil the sausage. Okay. Now, got a boil going with this cabbage, so now I've got to stir it. Some people do not like hot tuna. Like, I don't like tuna melts, but everybody else I know does, pretty much. I don't know why I don't like the tuna melt, because I like the tuna casserole, and I like the tuna burgers, but the tuna with cheese on it, now that's a little bit strange for me. No, I think everybody had tuna casserole. I didn't know whether we were Puerto Rico or not. I'm going to let you see this. So this is boiling. That's the cabbage and everything like that. It's on low flame. And I can't put this on because the whole pot tuna, and this is the peppers. Actually, I'm not a Southerner. My father was from the South. Well, I guess I'm because of my father, but my mother was from another country altogether. So my food is a lot Brazilian Portuguese. I make a lot of, and don't ask me why, but I make a lot of Caribbean food, and it's because a lot of my friends were from Trinidad. Oh, our neighbors were from like Trinidad and Bermuda and Barbados and everything like that. So they would get together every Sunday after church, and we had dinner like on about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And after that, they would go over somebody's house, and they would sit and they would knit or sew or crochet or do their whatever they were doing, something with their hands. So far, so good, dear Bernie. What you cooking tomorrow? Now, Bernie, there's just you, right? Or do you have your grandson? Because I see that you have your grandson every now and then. So I'm going to take the peppers out. I'll put them on something. It's difficult when it's not your house and then you had to move things in and then you got to move things around and, you know, it's been hard. It's not been hard. It's just been kind of crazy because, you know, but it is what it is. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to, again, get back to cooking my meals on Saturday so that I watch church online. My minister was here today. And, hey, I bring it every day. How are you doing? These are peppers. I'm putting them in another pan because I don't have any dishes because I gave my dishes away. Yes, I do. I know how to, let me tell you, I know how to make fried chicken 4 ways. Hey, Mobs, how you doing too? I know how to make chicken 4 ways. I know how to make Korean fried chicken. I know how to make Southern fried chicken. I know how to make Portuguese fried chicken. I forgot what the other one was. No, it's just a matter of seasoning it. That's all it is. Fried chicken is not a hard thing. Other things, like I don't make good meatballs. Okay, so now these are the sausages going in. No, we'll get to that when I do fried chicken. I make Korean fried chicken. The and every ethnic group has its own. The Italians have their own fried chicken. Every ethnic group has their own fried chicken. Okay, so now I'll put this and stand back for a minute because I know Hold on, I'm gonna bring the chair over here. Mops, hey, how you doing, Mops? What's up? Oh, I bet he did. Because my grandmother's fried chicken, my father's mother, oh, it was so good. And what's funny about it, what's really funny about it is, I have tried, like, I remember when I was a young kid, years ago, BC, um, if everybody thought that was a joke, please laugh. Yeah. Um, but years ago, I would, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, my grandmother. She would come to the house and she would come up from down south and stay with us and everything like that. And when my father got sick, she definitely stayed with us. So I'm in the kitchen and she sat me up on the table and she would, in the chair by the table, and she would do the food and everything like that, and I would watch her do things. One of the things that I still can't get is how to caramelize. You know, like she would take regular white sugar, put it in the pot, fry it down, let it turn brown, and then do her thing, do her magic with it. I've tried it. I'm going to try it again and see what happens, because, you know, I mean, I would love to be able to make caramel. First of all, I better learn how to make a cake. That would be nice. That would be nice. But we'll see. I have actually never made caramel sauce. I've made other things. But I'm going to really try. This is my try it year. Because I knit, I bring it, don't yell at me, because I knit, but she knits and crochets, and so did my mother. When my mother asked me if I wanted to learn how to knit and crochet, I said, no, I want to learn how to knit because I like the two needle thing. Now I want to learn how to crochet, so this is my try it year, all right? And so when I'm trying it, I'm going to be trying it watching you all. So I'm going to come on one night, one day. First of all, I got to make a cake. I can make good cookies. I can make good cupcakes. At one particular time, Duncan Hines was picking in my house saying, please don't use our product. Okay, but my mother was excellent in I want to say excellent in the things that she did. Not everything, but the things that she did. She made good cakes. She made wedding cakes for people. She was an LPN. You know, she was an herbalist. I am an herbalist. I'm good at that. But, well, I'm going to try it. And if it fails, it fails. Okay, because when I do, tomorrow, Monday, I'm going to bring in my DIY. And I was making a tray. The tray came out good. The resin somehow, I'll show you, because I fail. I just tear it up and do it all over again. Because, you know what I mean, everybody's not good in everything. We're just good in the things that we're good at. But that caramel, okay, became as hard as a rock. Another thing, and if my son was here, if Joey was here, he would tell you, I made donuts. They look good, they smell good. I have a loom, but it's not for knitting actually. It's for like, you know, um, yeah. It's for art, but it's, I can't think of it now. All right, I should be able to think of it. I think I'm getting tired. Yeah, and when you try to do a whole bunch of things, that's when you get mixed up. So I have 5 good things that I do, that I try hard to do every day. and the rest of it. But and cooking food is what I'm good at. But she could cook good food, and stuff like that. And you would give her a recipe, and she would tweak it and do whatever. I could do that, but she could bake. I'm talking about cream puffs and eclairs and all that stuff. Making the pat a shoe and everything like that. I know how to say it, but I've tried it, and it just comes out looking like a shoe. That's it. Not a pat a shoe, a shoe. The bottom of the shoe. My cakes, I tried it from scratch. Okay? Now I used Duncan Hines, and now they did give me permission to use them, you know, after I told them that I would be gentle. And I did make a pineapple upside down cake about a month ago. And it's on YouTube somewhere. And it came out good. So I'm going to try to make a cake from scratch. You can watch me. So if it's an epic fail, it's an epic fail. I don't care about failing because at least I tried. And then I'll try again. All right? Until, listen. Soft-boiled eggs, you almost have to be an egg genius to realize that egg is ready to come out. Like, who was it? Bobby Flay? I watched a lot of the chef channels. I don't know who it was. I know it wasn't Guy Fieri because he hates eggs. Yeah, sourdough starter. Now, I used to make sourdough. When the kids were little, I made bread. You know, because my daughter said to me the other day, when are you going to start making bread again? And I said, I have no idea. But like I said, the way prices are going, probably next week. You know what I mean? And I did make sourdough starter and stuff like that. Those are things that entertain my mind that I really like. I guess the cake didn't entertain my mind. I don't know. But I think it was Bobby Flay. It was one of them. Like I said, I know it wasn't Guy Fieri because he hates eggs. But he made this whole egg and everything like that, and it was perfect. Yeah. See, that's the thing too. I don't eat much bread, but it's nice to, like, I have a two ingredient biscuit that I do for Thanksgiving, things like that. I really don't try to cook for hours and hours. The only time I cook for hours and hours is Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yeah, I remember those egg cups. Okay. All right, but I have to really be in the mood to have a boiled egg. Like when I was sick, when I first had the stroke and stuff like that, my nurse would boil my eggs and stuff like that, and I liked them, but I have to be in the mood to have like egg salad. You know what I mean? Like I like eggs and potato salad and stuff like that, but to have a boiled egg, I have to be in the mood. But there is a secret to it, and Bobby Flay did it. He absolutely did it. I'm just turning the sausage over. Let me turn over the phone up so you can see them. Just two sausages. I don't think, well, if you find them, if I see them, I'll get them for you. Like mostly like I would think in Goodwill and stuff like that because I haven't seen. First of all, we don't really have any that I know of. Fine dining stores, like the kitchen stores and stuff are almost no more. They're almost null and void. We had a kitchen store years ago, okay, but they're completely gone. I mean, not completely gone. I mean, if you look up something, you can see it, but online or something like that, but they're very, very expensive. So I will look in Goodwill. I bet you that we'll find something there. So the trick to, now the sausages, okay? is to boil them, parboil them for about 5, 6, 7 minutes, and then fry them. No. Or anyway, and I don't think we don't have a kitchen store. We had one. Where I go to the huge dollar store, there's a dollar store, there's a TJ Maxx, there's a Ross, and then there's an Indian food market. You know, Hindu Indian, not, you know, American Indian. We have American Indian stores here too, but, you know, and there used to be one right in there because there's also a Home Depot. But that's gone. That's been gone for a while. I don't know where they went. But a lot of stores are closing. That's why I say, go on my page, and you know, yeah, go on my page. The description box, there is a thing called the Leah's Deal, and go on and get her deals. The thing that we have to do, that you might not want to hear, is we have to start getting toilet paper when it's on sale, soap, we may have to make soap later, all that kind of stuff. If you're not thinking about growing things, start to grow some plants inside the house. If you don't have the room, you have windows and things like that. We have got to be more self-sufficient because this is just crazy what's happening. It is, it's crazy. And the thing is, that's because they think they have us in a rock and a hard place. Because a lot of these young people do not know what we know. And they don't care to know what we know because they don't want to, some of them, not all of them, they don't want to learn it. I want to learn as much as I can, whenever I can, except playing the piano. And who knows? I might get a spark in my mind and go down to church and just start playing it. Who knows? I doubt it, but hey. Yeah, I love you too, Jonas. Take it easy. Thank you so much for supporting me. I love you. Tell Renee I love her too. Yeah. I had a young woman who had a lot of things going on. And my friends are all, even though a lot of us are retired, this one particular friend was trying to help her find housing, better housing and stuff like that. So she was sending me all these things, and I was sending her things, and she was talking about how wonky they were. You know, yes, I will talk to her soon. How wonky they were and how, you know, whatever. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Plus a lot of other things, not just that. I really had to separate myself from her because what I'm realizing is that you can't hang around people that don't want to elevate themselves. Yeah. You stay safe too, Yanni Fix. All right, and I'll be talking to you soon. I'm getting ready to get off anyway because I'm going to go serve my husband this little... Yeah, so I'm getting ready to go. I'm going to serve up my husband his sausage and peppers and his bread and clean up my kitchen. And then I'm going upstairs in my room. I have to put my sewing machine, take it out of the box and everything and put it up on the thing. I decided not to put it in my art room because I think sewing and those kinds of things need to be separated. But I love you all. Take care. God bless. Stay safe. Hold your family close. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. See you in my next video. Thank you for coming and rocking with me, everybody. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mobs. Thank you, I Bring It. Thank you, Bernie. Everybody. Love you. Take care. Stay safe.